Hello everyone. Today we will be looking at legend and first ballot Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr. And I will be talking about why I believe he is one of, if not the most overrated player in baseball history. Without further ado, let's get started.
I'm coming! Nobody can stop me.
So I think everyone knows that Ken Griffey Jr. was an amazing baseball player during his time. However, fans and media alike have seemed to have taken this too far and have overrated him to hell. Some going as far to say that he is the greatest baseball player of all time. Now admittedly I was definitely doing some nitpicking there, but it isn't just the fans that are overrating Griffey Jr. It is also the media outlets that are ranking him higher than he really should be as well. Bleacher Report ranked him 17 all time, ESPN ranked him 14th, Lineups ranked him 19th, Stadium Talk ranked him 20th, and The Score ranked him 20th. Now this may be hard for some biased Mariners fans to handle, but Ken Griffey Jr. is not a top 20 baseball player of all time.
I'm coming! I'm here to do my thing, I'm here.
Over the course of Griffey Jr.'s 22-season career, he posted a slash line of 284, 375, 38, all adding up to an OPS of 907. He hit 630 home runs, accumulated a 131 WRC+, a 384 WOBA, and a 77.7 WAR. All these statistics sound amazing, and they are, but they are most definitely not top 20 all time, or even top 30 all time. But what doesn't get talked about enough here is that Griffey tied for 55th all time in B WAR, with an 83.8 WAR, and 41st all time in F WAR at 77.7. F WAR is also better for outfielders, while B WAR is better for infielders. So for the remainder of the video, when I mention WAR, those will be what I use, depending on the position. Another thing that people like to look at when evaluating Griffey Jr. are his accolades, in which he won an MVP award in 1997, 7 Silver Sluggers, 10 Gold Gloves and selected to be in 13 All-Star games. Using accolades over statistics is already a terrible way of evaluating players, and Griffey Jr. is one of many examples of this, as he was awarded with accolades despite not deserving all of them. Our field is a metric similar to DRS that uses data prior to 2003. Ken Griffey Jr. posted a -4 R field in 1992, -3 R field in 1998, and -13 R field in 1999, and all those years have one thing in common. He won a Gold Glove all 3 of those years despite being a negative defender during all 3 years. He also posted an R field of 2 in 1990, and won a Gold Glove despite being barely above average. So those are 4 of his 10 Gold Gloves right there that were undeserved. He was also selected to just 3 All-Star games after he was traded from Seattle to Cincinnati, and he only deserved 1 of those All-Star appearances. He was selected in 2000, where he posted a 5.4 WAR, very deserving. However, he was selected in 2004, despite posting a -0.2 WAR, and he was selected in 2007 despite posting a -0.6 WAR. So here we have concluded that he was undeservingly given 4 Gold Gloves and 2 All-Star appearances. You can also make the argument that he didn't deserve the Gold Glove in 1995, as he played just 72 out of the 144 games. I am fine with him receiving this award because he posted an R field of 14, and was on pace to post a 32 R field if he played a full 162 game season. People also like to look at Griffey Jr.'s 630 home runs and use that as a reason as to why he's a top 20, 10, or even the greatest player ever. What they don't realize that a lot of those home runs were coming at a time where he was an average to below average player. After 2000, he posted a total of 3.7 WAR in 958 games, equaling out to 0.6 WAR per 150. So after the year 2000, he was barely an average player for the Reds, White Sox and Mariners during his second stint there.
Like Tropicana, I got the juice.
So Ken Griffey Jr.'s major league career lasted 22 seasons, which sounds like he had amazing longevity. Yeah, no. After the year 2001, Griffey Jr. played a total of 880 games over his final 9 seasons, which comes out to an average of 97.7 games per season, or if you choose to round, 98 games per season. This was due to the countless amount of injuries he suffered in Cincinnati, which proves that he didn't really have longevity, because for the second half of his career, he was injured, and not even that good of a player. Even for his entire career, he only averaged 121 games per season, which show that durability was a problem for his entire career, and not just the second half of his career in Cincinnati. Notice that players who are amongst the top all-time in WAR, like Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Barry Bonds and others had amazing longevity. They were great when they were old, and they did not become riddled with countless amounts of injuries as they continue to age. Longevity is something needed to be considered an all-time great. It is a reason why Troy Tulowitzki is not better all-time than Derek Jeter. Tulowitzki had a better prime, but had literally no longevity whatsoever.
All for the least, he let the dog loose.
So another argument that has been circulating for a long time is that Ken Griffey Jr. would have passed Barry Bonds and become the all-time home run king if he was not injured to shit in Cincinnati. This is an incredibly flawed statement. Firstly, Sports Illustrated already debunked this using math, showing that with all the lost plate appearances, hits and home runs he had lost, he would have finished his career with 720 home runs and 3,134 hits. In case you want to read the full article, I will link it in the description. Secondly, Griffey Jr. was already on a decline when he was nearing the end of his first stint in Seattle. In 1996, he posted a 9.7 WAR. In 1997 he posted a 9.0 WAR. In 1998, he posted a 6.6 WAR. In 1999, he posted a 4.9 WAR, and in 2000, he posted a 5.4 WAR. So 5 years after his career season, he was 4.3 wins worse than what he was, and he was only 30 in 2000, which is very concerning. His WRC Plus and WOBA were also on the decline. In 1997, he posted a 154 WRC Plus and 421 WOBA, 144 and 408 in 1998, 140 and 401 in 1999. 127 and 392 in 2000. At the end of this 4-year stretch, Griffey Jr.'s WRC Plus experienced a 30-point decline, and his WOBA experienced a 29-point decline. So during that 4-year stretch, there was a severe decline in not just his offense, but his overall play. This trend were very likely to continue, as he was 30 in 2000, meaning that it would have taken a miracle for him to reach the home run mark of Hank Aaron, let alone Barry Bonds. So please, for the love of God, can we please stop using this terribly flawed hypothetical argument that is flawed in multiple ways to try and reward Griffey Jr. for something that he has not even accomplished.
Your argument is done. Right there. Right there's over. It ends right there. Don't make me call up the crew. Now they get.
So I decided to take Ken Griffey Jr.'s statistics from 1993 to 2000, which I believe to be his prime, and see how it compares to current-day players. Non-surprisingly, there are multiple players who would be better than a prime Ken Griffey Jr. if their pace were to hold up. During his prime, Griffey Jr. played 1,102 games and posted a 54.1 WAR, which equals out to 7.4 WAR per 150. Obviously this is great, but most definitely not top 20, 10 all-time, or even the greatest of all time. There are multiple current players who either match or exceed prime Griffey Jr. For starters, Mike Trout since 2012 has played 1,159 games and accumulated a 72.7 WAR, which equals out to a 9.4 WAR per 150, which is 2 wins better than Griffey Jr.'s prime. In all fairness, Mike Trout is an all-time great and could possibly go down as the greatest player of all time. Since becoming a Milwaukee Brewer, Christian Yelich has played 277 games, and in this time, he has racked up a WAR of 15.4, which equals out to 8.3 WAR per 150, which is nearly a full win superior than Griffey Jr.'s prime. He is doing this all while being an average to below average defender. If he were to move back to left field, this number would likely increase as he was a great defender in left field with the Miami Marlins. Since playing his first full season with the Athletics, Matt Chapman has played 301 games. During this time he has posted a 16.6 WAR, which is an 8.3 WAR per 150, which is not only the same as Yelich, but is nearly an entire win better than Griffey Jr.'s prime. Since breaking out in 2018, Alex Bregman has played 313 games for the Astros, and has accumulated a 16.4 WAR across those games. Bregman's WAR per 150 would equal out to be 7.9, which is half a win better than Griffey Jr. Since the start of the 2016 season, Mookie Betts has played 597 games and posted a 30.6 WAR during that span. This all equals out to 7.7 WAR per 150, which is a few points higher than Ken Griffey Jr.'s prime. If you shorten that sample to the start of the 2018 season, he played in 286 games and posted a 17 WAR, equaling a 8.9 WAR per 150, which is a win and a half better than Jr.'s prime. Since rising to stardom in his rookie season of 2017, Aaron Judge has played 369 games and accumulated an 18 WAR since then, which equals a WAR per 150 of 7.3, which is 0.1 worse than Griffey Jr. So we have Griffey Jr. who is treated as an all-time great, but Aaron Judge is treated by many as someone who isn't even a top 10 player in baseball, despite playing at the same level of a prime Griffey Jr.
Now they getting scared, wanna call up a truce. I'm the one like.
So in this video, we have concluded that Griffey Jr. has undeservingly received multiple awards, had no longevity, would not have been the home run king even if fully healthy, and that he would not even be a top 5 player if he were to be playing in today's game. I personally have not made an all-time list, but if I were to make one, Ken Griffey Jr. would likely rank somewhere in the 40 to 50 range. It is difficult for me to rank Griffey Jr. as high as many believe he is, when he wasn't even the best player on his team for a good chunk of his time in Seattle, as Alex Rodriguez was about half a win better per 150 while they were in Seattle. So with all of these things considered, he is definitely not the greatest ever. He's not top 10, 20, 30, or even top 40 all time. So I hope that anyone who cared to watch this entire video actually learned a thing or two from it. And my final message to anyone who still thinks that Ken Griffey Jr. is the greatest baseball player ever.
Get your damn act together. Stop being a national damn embarrassment.